to me, oh, come on. They're staying at a hotel, they're earning millions of dollars, they're playing basketball. I don't think people really understand what it feels like. All the things you would normally do when facing any kind of trauma, be with your family, be with the people you love who make you feel better. Go out for a long run. Guess what? You can't do that. Right. The hotel where these guys are staying, the longest run is about a mile around the parking lot. I mean, there's all kinds of things that we all use as coping mechanisms to deal with something this significant. Talk to people who are like-minded, figure out what you can do, go out and physically do something. We just saw a tweet from Jaylen Brown saying, I want to go protest. He cannot go do that right now from inside the bubble. So they're in such an extremely unique environment. What have you heard about just how constricted they feel right now? And some players saying, look, whether we boycott or not, I just want to go home, because they do have that option. They don't have to sneak out. They can walk out the door anytime they want, correct?
Right. I mean, that's exactly right. They can choose to do that, and they may still choose to do that, right? I asked Jayson Tatum, what feels different now to you? Does it feel more constrained being here now than it did a couple of months ago with George Floyd? And that isn't to compare tragedy to tragedy. That is just to talk about what they can do, what they feel they can do here versus what they were able to do. And he said exactly what you said. There, I was with my community. I was with my family. I had this ability to go out and feel like I was doing something. And in here, I feel a little bit trapped. And you mentioned all of the privileges that they have in this bubble. And they're not denying that. There is more access to testing here than anywhere in the world. And by the way, coronavirus is disproportionately affecting Black and brown communities. That is not lost on these players. That being said, all of the privileges they have in here, there is some survivor's guilt that goes with that, Rach. There is a feeling of, I have so much. What can I do to help? Instead of just saying, well, I'm good in my ivory tower, they're looking back and saying, well, on the one hand, it's kind of become a tagline. I'm human too. I'm not just a basketball player, but it's also true, because in this case, they are feeling that I am a basketball player. I do have the choice to turn the other way if I want to, potentially, as long as I am within these confines and not out on the street seen as just another Black man. But while I am in here, I am feeling that guilt, and I need to be able to figure out how to deal with that, how to help people, how to do something about it. And so that is adding another layer to what they are feeling without being able to protest, without being able to go home and see their loved ones go on a run and cope outside of the bubble.
I think that's such important context, because I hear people just not getting it. And what these guys are feeling and going through is so